What's a terrible lyric in an otherwise great song? I'm the shitty. I'm fartin'. I don't know how to potty. Comma, everybody rapping like it's a commercial. Acting like life is a big commercial. Beastie Boys. Gratitude. They really should have used rehearsal in the second line. I'm 47 and this has bugged me since it came out. In a similar vein. In Lil Wayne's verse on Truffle Butter. He says, "Lol to the bank checking my account. Bank teller flirting after checking my account." The second line should definitely end with seeing the amount. Can't remember the song or the artist, but the lyrics went something like, "You look so good. No wonder you were molested at 2 feet." I had no words. Edit. 1. You/tuned with the observer posted the correct lyrics. Thank you for that. 2. I am now aware that it wasn't an otherwise good song, but I remembered the lyrics like a half-forgotten dream and just thought I'd post them. My apologies for that one. 3. Thanks for the awards. Am I all? Ye Backstreet Boys. Not that it's a great song, but I am still perplexed as to why the members of the band are answering this question. Bono. You know. Dos. Tres. Catorce. Larry to the Edge. Wanna tell him? The Edge. I'm not gonna tell him. Adam. Look. We need to tell him or we're listening to this for the next 30 years. Me. 1. 2. 3. 14. Zip your lips like a padlock. Never understood this one. Padlocks don't zip. Metallica. 4 Horsemen. They name the horsemen. Time. Famine. Pestilence and death. Time isn't one of the horsemen. It's war. I still love the song. I put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. Osaya Butt is mine. Fun fact. Prince was going to duet with MJ on this song but declined after hearing that line. I sure ain't singing that to you. I'm serious as cancer when I say rhythm is a dancer. Rhythm is a dancer. Snap. I keep it 300 like the Romans. I love that multiple people must have told him that the Spartans are not Romans and he just didn't care. Gap teeth in your mouth so my dick's got to fit. Dr. Dread. Wit dread. Unintentional cell phone their dread. Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Saturday and Sunday Black Eyed Peas. I'm always vibbing the song when it comes on. But that's some seriously minimal effort lyrics. I'm not a native English speaker and I sometimes mix up Wednesday and Thursday. I sometimes sing that line quickly in my head to remember the correct order. I always get it up for the touch of the younger kind. If the light is off, then it isn't on. So yesterday. You make a dead man come and start me up. I guess it isn't awful. But I wish I didn't say that. Britney Spears has a song called Drop Dead Beautiful, which is one of my favorites because it's genuinely good music. But then there's that one line that is completely not SI. I wanna get next to you got me kinda hot, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a great song. But when Lil Yachty said blow my dick like a cello in the song Peekaboo. What's even better was when he tried to explain himself later and he said I ate up. I thought Squidward played the cello. He don't. That's a flute. Here's the full quote from Genius. Okay. Let's stop for a second. Before you come at me. I'ma let you know. I'ma blame my A&R. Because he listened to that song many times and he allowed me to say that. I guess for a second. I thought the cello was a woodwind instrument and it is not. And nobody ever said. Nobody ever pulled up a pick and said, hey man. I don't know if you know what this is. But it ain't that. I ate up. I thought Squidward played the cello. He don't. That's a flute. I ate up. But it do sound good. My heart is bound to beat right out my untrimmed chest. Why train? Why? Sucking on a chili dog. Jack and Diane. I'm so gangster. TBH, you could fill this thread with only train lyrics. Only time will tell if we stand the test of time. I never met a girl like you ever. Till we met. In this thread, people posting lyrics and me trying so hard to figure out what song it is. Post the title and artist, people. Please. To finger paint is not a sin. I put my middle finger in your monthly blood is what I win. Holy Anthony Kiedis. Ding. Dang. Dong. Dong. Deng. Deng. Dong. Dong. Ding. Close your lips. She had dumps like a truck, Cisco. Not exactly terrible. But Toto wins the syllable cramming award with Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. It's a pretty mediocre simile when you're just comparing a mountain to another mountain. Justin Timberlake when you cheated, girl. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in this town. Perhaps you should check the jail. This ain't no guitar, bitch, it's a Glock. Dot. Do those two things get mixed up often? In Bruno Mars' Grenade he sings about how their eyes were open when they were kissing. Well, how did you know they were open if yours weren't open too? Hot. Girl. Shut your lips. Do the Helen Keller. Tell your boyfriend if he says he's got beef that I'm a vegetarian and I ain't scared of him. Hip hop marmalade spick and span. Met you one summer and it all began. You're the best girl that I ever did see. Not a bad lyric at all. But this makes me think of the episode in Arrested Development where Bibi and her uncle Michael are singing Afternoon Delight together at an office party. And both slowly realize in horror that the song is about sex. The entire bridge of Down with the Sickness. I once heard this part of the song referred to as the domestic abuse solo and can never think of it as anything else. IDK if it's considered a great song. But luckily my breasts are small and humble so you don't confuse them with Mountains and Whenever. Wherever by Shakira is deeply questionable. Sometimes I need to bust a nut. That doesn't mean I don't love you, so what you're saying that you wish that I was playing with your butt these days, highly suspect. A lot of DMX songs have really solid beats. But then he opens his mouth with things like you hold my dick while he's sucking it and because you is a bitch and always been a bitch. You know what we do to bitch? We run up in a bitch. She got a big booty so I call her Big Booty minus 2 chains. Slipknot Psychosocial. The Reckoning. The sickening packaging subversion pseudo sacrosanct perversion. The lyrics are not bad. It's just very. I'm just stunning with my love glue gunning. Titty your baby mama, she breastfeed your child while I do it. Whenever songwriters don't know what to say so they just go ooh ooh. Yay 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 yay. Alright. Never met a villain that they liked. Teen Titans theme song. I always thought never giving up without a fight would make a better rhyme. I'm a venereal disease. Like a menstrual bleed. The misunderstanding would be less egregious if so many of Wayne's lyrics weren't specifically about female anatomy. Edit. It actually makes sense in context. See comments below. That bit from Will Smith's parents just don't understand where he gets caught with an underage girl. Like. Yo, what the Will? Like the song starts out talking about relatable like mom is making me wear lame clothes and my friends made fun of me and how parents just don't get it. But then it moves on to him stealing his parents' Porsche and going for a joyride. He picks up this chick. And she says speed turns her on and she's starting to take off her clothes when they get pulled over. Like. Minus the Porsche. Maybe this could still be relatable, but then it turns out the girl is 12 years old. 12. What the actual? Not a terrible lyric at all. But I'm always amazed when IMCA is sung by wholesome groups. It's an older gay man telling a younger gay man how to get his life on track after arriving in Nick after being disowned by his family. Don't they know my Anna Gutter and kidnap kids? M in the ass. Throw him over the bridge. What's beef? God and Biggie. Great song from a good album, but what the were you thinking? Poopity scoop. When I met you, I admit, my first thoughts was to trick you look so good. Ha. I suck on your daddy's dick. The Notorious B.I.G. Surrender by Cheap Trick. Now, I had heard the Wax recruited old maids for the war. Makes no sense in the context of the song. The next line is but mommy isn't one of those, as if it's a grave insult to be an old maid. This is because the original lyric now I had heard the Wax were either old maids, dykes or s was censored in order to make the song playable on the radio. He could preach the Bible like a preacher. Rasputin, Boney M. Her PSSY is so good I bought her a pet. Talk dirty to me. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Cowboys like smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings. Little warm puppies and children and girls of the night. I mean, who doesn't like little warm puppies? That's not a reason to not to be a cowboy. Your breasties is my breakfast. JZ in Drunken Love. Are we humans? Or are we dancer? Damn it. Brandon Flowers. That gives me cancer. In the desert you can remember your name. Cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. The heat was hot. I look at the floor and I see it needs sweeping. Never mind the guitar. Am I weeping? I mean, the song is about George lamenting Paul and John's constant bickering. You make my speakers go boom boom. I loathe country music and this line specifically makes me hate it even more. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer. WTF does this mean? Why is he checking his tongue? Why would bending over backwards make it easier? I don't get it. It means checking for blemishes with himself. The lyric is followed by comma. I guess what I've been saying is there ain't no better reason, comma, to rid yourself of vanities and just go with the seasons. Bending over backwards is a saying for putting an unnecessary amount of effort into something. So the lyrics are saying he stopped being obsessed with the shallow vain aspects of himself because love just let him go along with life. Future Karate Chop. Beat that PSSY up like Emmett Till. Lil Wayne said this. What? That is literally the worst line I've ever heard. Kinda wish I hadn't scrolled so far. Don't be fancy. Just get dancey. P.N.K. So while you're imitating Al Capone, I'll be Nina Simone. And defecating on your microphone. Semicolon. In the otherwise awesome Ready or Not by Fugees. Just. Why? Told my girl I'd have to forget her. Rather buy me a new car. Beretta Queen. I'm in love with my car. Sometimes this line makes me laugh. Other times it makes me cringe. What did you expect from a song named Os? I'm in love with my car. You're cuter than an intrauterine Rosen Island. Miami is nice. Ah, that face. Makes me wanna party. Young and beautiful. Lana Del Rey. To be fair, Lana just generally has a talent for eyeing up an otherwise great song with one awkward, shoehorned in line. Hittin' on dudes. Hard. When Lin-Manuel Miranda rhymed island with island not once. I don't think that's an attempt to rhyme. It's not just ending 4 lines with island. It's ending 4 lines in the same stanza with on this island. I think this might be an ostinato. But I don't have a musical background, so maybe someone can correct me. About half the lyrics the Killers wrote. Musically excellent. Most of the lyrics sound good. And a lot of it seems like there's some kind of deeper meaning to them, but nope. Just nonsense lol. You're right. But I have to say MR. Brightside has one of my favorite lyrics ever. Comma, now they're going to bed. Comma, and my stomach is sick. Comma, and it's all in my head. Comma, but she's touching his chest. The implied rhyme cutting to the pre-chorus always makes me smile. We were trying different things. We were smoking funny things Kid Rock. In what is either the worst double rip-off or the greatest song ever. All summer long. Definitely not terrible but kind of weird. Semicolon. No, X42. A punch up at a wedding. Radiohead. They're spaghetti. They possess me amok. Atoms for peace. Flan in the face. Dance you are a wolf at the door. Radiohead. You want me? Well, I'm come find me. I'll be waiting with a gun and a pack of sandwiches. Talk show host. Radiohead. One final line of coke to jack him off. Jack him off, Pop is dead. Radiohead. Semicolon. Probably a ton more from Radiohead. I really love your peaches. Wanna shake your tree. Lovey-dovey. Lovey-dovey. Lovey-dovey all the time. Ooh-wee baby. I'll sure show you a good time. A fabulous RP in the taint. The Tim McGraw Faith Hill song I Need You. Like a needle needs a vein. Full stop. WTF. In a love song? Red light. Yellow light. Green light. Go. I've always been annoyed by the grammatical error in MCR's Teenagers. Could care less versus. Couldn't care less. Is nobody here going to talk about Blinded by the Light? Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Hey little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. And the next line gets worse. Tell me now. Baby. Is he good to you? And can he do to you the things that I do? Gucci Gang. Wait. That's the whole song. They said otherwise. Great song. The A Team by Ed Sheeran has got one. It may not be the worst. But to this day it drives me nuts to hear. But lately her face seems slowly sinking. Wasting, crumbling like pastries. Crumbling like pastries. Got him at Ed Sheeran. Jason Derulo, any song of his. Can't believe he still sings his own name at the start of his songs to this day. Now if I this model and she just bleached her asshole and I get bleach on my t-shirt, I feel like an asshole. WTF Kanye. My Sugaboo in Levitating by Dua Lipa. The song's lyrics otherwise are cosmic and dreamy and seem to describe a club fling to the tune of a retro disco beat. Sugaboo is clunky, saccharine, and lyrically and topically jarring in the context of the song. Edit. This fit like clothes made out of wasps. Parting of the sensory. In the Shotgun Cito. Florida Georgia line. Every single Pitbull song ever. Yeah. Right. Picture that with a Kodak, or better yet, if I was a sculptor. But then again, I dunno. I kind of like this one. The implication is, if I had lots of money, I'd buy you a big house. If I made potions, I'd formulate you something magical. If I were a sculptor. Shut up. You know full well you'd sculpt a big titty nude sculpture, and that's a bit goddamn forward. Don't say it. Also, guess that's why they call it Window Pane Pain and Eminem Love the Way You Lie. I keep seeing this line and feel sad because I love it. IA. Sucking on a chili dog outside to freeze. America the horse with no name. Cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. I'm serious as cancer when I say rhythm is a dancer. Long distance callers make long distance calls. Lost in the Supermarket by The Clash. Love the song. Love the band. But damn that lyric. Girl, I want to make you sweat till you can't sweat no more, and if you cry out I'm gonna push it some more. Sweat by Inner Circle. Keep it 300 like the Romans. Kanye is a talented clown. Any song where the artist just says their name. A lot of people love this song. I am not one of those people, but this line. The first line. Makes it 10x worse. Generals gathered in their masses. It's very metal. So I like it for that song. I guess technically the definition of masses in each case is different. But yeah. Not great. Love you anyway. Ozzy. Firework by Katy Perry was a huge hit back in the day. But it opened with the worst lyric I've ever heard. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind wanting to start again? Like, what emotion am I supposed to associate with that imagery? Disappointment in the recycling industry? Is the bag sentient? Does the bag want to start again? What does starting again even mean for a plastic bag? Being back at the store until they stuff your head full of produce? It's the worst and logy I've ever heard in an otherwise great song. Every time I hear it I imagine Katy Perry sitting in the back of a car with a serious case of writer's block. Crumpled up papers and empty cans litter the floor as she is chauffeured home. She is desperate to figure out a clever and logy for a song when she sees it. A frickin' piece of trash floating past the window. She cackles with glee and her eye twitches as she scribbles out the worst line ever. Not really a great song. But Kid Rock. All summer long. And we were trying different things. We were smoking funny things. He rhymed things with things. I'm gonna miss you like a child misses their blanket, Fergie. Russian roulette is not the same without a gun, yeah, no, Lady Gaga. She's talking about having sex with women and no oxygen. Goes on to say I am bluffing with my muffin. Worst take on this song, Lea Michele and Idina Menzel in Glee singing it as a duet while playing mother and daughter. Yeek. If her dad is rich, take her out for a meal. If her dad is poor, just do what you feel. Mungo Jerry. Have a drink. Have a drive hasn't aged particularly well either. Wasn't really a great song to begin with, but Animals by Adam Levine, Maroon 5. Baby. I'm praying on you tonight, hunt you down. Eat you alive just like animals. Animals like animals males. Yikes. Just yikes. How and why exactly does one chase a pavement? She could see from my face that I was eyeing High You're Beautiful by James Blunt. Like a nice song, but that part always seemed off. James Blunt has openly stated that the song is about a man stalking a woman. So him being high is not out of character. It is not a love song. Watch My Soul Speak. You Let the Meds Talk. AI. Kendrick Lamar. Humble. So I work in psychiatric health. And sentiments like this make it very hard to convince some people to remain med adherent. Then they lapse. And all of a sudden they're slicing their arms open looking for the government tracking devices again. Or have an extreme bipolar flare up and spend their life savings on something stupid. Meds do not silence your soul for its sake. Some folks need medication to live safely. And even express themselves coherently. I mean, blurred lines. The beat is catchy but the lyrics are gross. Most of the songs that the Bee Gees sing. I've always loved the Bee Gees' actual music. But the lyrics. God. The lyrics. I hate thunder only happens when it's raining in Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. These are the sort of answers I'm looking for. She could see from my face that I was eyeing High. You're Beautiful, James Blunt. It's literally the only swear word in the entire song and it's so unnecessary. It just doesn't fit the vibe. Lovely lyrics of a love song and then bam. Drops an F-bomb on you with no warning. I swear it's the only reason that song got big, because everyone loved that one line. Maybe that was his plan all along. Either way, dude was a one-hit wonder. All because of an F-bomb. But it's not a love song. It's about seeing a girl that he thinks is beautiful on the tube while he's on a bender. He knows he'll never be with her. She probably thought, oh look at this dude. He's high as a wine kite. Under the Sea. The Little Mermaid. Down here all the fish is happy. As off through the waves they roll. The fish on the land ain't happy. They sad cause they in their bowl. But fish in the bowl is lucky. They in for a worse fate. One day when the boss get hungry. Guess who gone be on the plate? Why would the fish in the bowl be lucky if they're in for a worse fate? Makes no sense. Because they're not the ones being killed. Yet. If I don't do this music, I lose my survival, Eminem. I don't know why, but rhyming the word with itself bothers me to no end. All that grace, all that body, all that face makes me wanna party. Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey just kills the song for me. Like a pinch on the neck of Mr. Spark from Intergalactic by Beastie Boys always bugged me a bit. Like, why not just have it be like a pinch to the neck from Mr. Spark or something? The duh part of Billie Eilish's Bad Guy. Maybe not dumb, but I don't really like it. I love the duh because it really adds some attitude to the song and serves as a great transition from the chorus to the instrumental post-chorus. Young, rich, and famous. She had dumps like a truck thong song by Sisk. Kanye is a master of throwing in a trash line in the middle of an amazing song. I'd do anything for a blonde dyke is one that always makes me flinch. On Wiz Khalifa's We Dem Boys, the line "Did you see her interior" throws me off every time. Take the money and run. Billy Mack is a detective down in Texas. You know he knows just exactly what the facts is. Untrimmed Chests in Hey Soul Sister by Train. The song was okay. If you want a good lyric to break this thread, here's "Oh snap. AWW snap. Come to my macaroni party, then we'll take a nap. Your SX is on fire, your SX is on fire. Kings of Leon. Sounds like they have a burning STD. I'll be Nina Simone and defecating on your microphone, ready or not. Fugees, not an image I really want. Your eyes touch me physically, The Warrior. E.T. by Katy Perry when Kanye West starts rapping about his alien SX fantasy. Or any decent song that gets ruined when the rapper comes in to plug their name in. God, I hated that phase when every pop song would have a rap part in it for no reason other than it was popular.